Hello everyone. Let's see the continuation part of first chapter, Introduction to Strategies. Today we are going to study about strategic intent through vision and mission statement. So the word intent means an anticipated outcome that is intended or that guides our planned actions. So strategic intent means it is all about what firm wants to achieve in the long term. So strategic intent gives an idea what organization desires to attain in future. So it gives the answer for the organization for which purpose it is striving for or which purpose the organization is established. So it indicates the long-term market position which organization desires to create or occupy and opportunities for exploring new possibilities. So, strategic intent is the using of firm's internal resources, capabilities, and core competencies to fulfill firm's vision, mission, and objectives. So, strategic intent is nothing but the influencing of an organization resources, core competencies to achieve the goals which looks like difficult in the competitive environment. So, it clarifies the vision and mission and objectives of the organization. So, strategic intent includes organization attention on the need of winning, or it inspires the people by telling them that the targets are important or it is valuable, so that it encourages individual and team participation as well as their contribution and utilizes the resources effectively. So the concept was developed by Hamel and Prahalad in 1989. Hamel and Prahalad they defined strategic intent as follows. Strategic intent envisions a desired leadership position, establishes the criterion the organization will use to chart its progress. Therefore, strategic intent describes the market which organization desires to create or the opportunities the organization will need to explore. So it gives a direction that what organization want to do in future. So the concept of strategic intent was born in post World War II in Japan. So where a Japanese organization had set goals for them that might have been considered by the most of the Western organization that time as highly unrealistic. So by setting a goal, by putting what hard work, definitely it is possible to reach the goal which is set. So that's what explained by the strategic intent. Next, see attributes of strategic intent. So the first one is sense of direction. Strategy should be a view of the future, conveying unifying sense of direction. So strategic intent implies a particular view about long-term market or competitive position that organization hopes to build in the future. So it sets a target and it gives a direction to reach that target. Sense of discovery. Strategic intent is differential as each organization differs from others. It implies a competitively unique point of view about the future. So, strategic intent is about exploring new opportunities in future. So, when you find a new opportunity, you should grab it. So, how to grab it? So, that is explained by the strategic intent. So, it is always about discovery or exploring the opportunities and grabbing that opportunities for the benefit of organization. Sense of destiny. So strategic intent, it is an end result that employees perceive as inherently worthwhile. So strategic intent is an end result. It is about the target. It sets a target and it gives a direction for reaching that target. So there is a destiny, so where you want to reach, so that is set. So then various actions are planned to reach the destiny which is planned. So all those what activities or various actions that is to be done by the employees. So it gives a destiny for the employees, how they need to work, so for what purpose they are working, what is the target set. So that is explained by the strategic intent. Next, let's see the hierarchy of strategic intent is on the top there will be vision, then comes mission, business definition, business model, and objective. Vision is more integrative. That means it gives a blueprint of the company's future position. It describes where organization need to reach. So it describes the dream of the business or aspiration, or it is a planning base. Then mission means it explains the reason for the existence of the business. It defines the present capabilities, activities, and customers need to be focused. Business definition means it seeks to explain the business undertaken by the firm with respect to the customer needs, target audience, and alternative technologies. Then business model means it is a strategy for the effective operation of the business. And objectives that specifies various actions to be taken for the goal uh, need to be achieved. Then elements of strategic intent. The various elements of strategic intent are as follows. First one is vision. Vision implies the blueprint of the company's future position, and it describes where the organization want to land. And it is the dream of business and aspiration base for the planning process. So vision statement identifies where the organization wants or intends to be in future, or where it should be to meet the needs of its stakeholders. So it describes the dreams and aspirations for future. According to Philip Kotler, vision is the description of something. So something may be about organization. So vision may describe about organization or corporate culture, how it wants to build a culture in future, or about a business which is need to be undertaken in future, or a technology which organization wants to adopt, or an activity that firm need to do. So it is the description of something in future. So it may be relating to any aspects of the business. It is a forward thinking process. So strategic vision is relating to the future and not about the present. So strategic vision is like a roadmap for company's future. So it provides specifics about technology or about customer focus or geographic and product markets to be pursued, and the capabilities it plans to develop, or the kind of company that management is trying to create. So all these things are planned, that is called vision, that is explained by the vision. Let's see the essentials of a good strategic vision. So a strategic vision that must fulfill the following requirement, that is it should be realistic. A vision must be based on the reality, and it should not be daydreaming. That means it should not be impossible to achieve. It should be achievable and it should be realistic. It should be able to convert into reality. The idea should be able to convert it into reality. So that means the dream of a business that should be able to be converted into reality. Credible. A vision must be believable to be relevant to the members of the organization. So it should be believable by everyone, like every stakeholder of organization. If the members of the organization, if they find vision is incredible, if it is not possible to do, then it will not be meaningful or it will not serve a useful purpose. So it should make everyone that it is possible to achieve. So everybody should believe that vision is possible. So one of the purposes of vision is to aspire those in the organization to achieve a level of excellence and provide direction for their actions. So your second requirement says it should be credible. That means it should be believable for every stakeholders. So if they believe or if they understand, then only they can contribute for the achievement of vision set by the organization. Attractive. A vision must be attractive so as to inspire and motivate the organization members. So people must want to be part of the future that is defined in a vision. So it should be attractive so that it can inspire or it can motivate the members of the organization. Future. A strategy is not for the present, it is for the future. Simply, a vision is not where an organization is now, but where it will be in the future. So it defines about future position of the business. A strategic vision should be unique. A good vision reflects the uniqueness of organization. It's a distinctive competence, what it stands for and what is able to achieve. That should be defined by a strategic vision. So it should be different from other companies' vision. Appropriate. A good vision is appropriate for the organization and for all the time. So it implies the vision should be consistent with the organization values and culture and its place in its environment. It should be suitable for the organization. In brief, it should be suitable for the organization. It should not be inappropriate or it should not be like unachievable. So it should be suitable for the organization and it should be achievable. Charter. A good vision is a set of core values and principles, so it reflects what organization stands for. It also needs to indicate the priorities of the organization. It should reflect the characteristics of our organization. It should define that what organization is going to do in future. That's what it is, the charter of the company. It should be motivational. A good strategic vision should be motivational. That means it should inspire members of the organization and encourage their commitment. So it should encourage for getting commitment from them. Articulated. A good vision is well articulated and well understood by those who are responsible to convert it into reality. It should be articulated and it should be understandable for the employees of the organization, because every planning is done by the top management or chief executive of the organization, but actual working on the plan is done by the employees. If they do not understand the plan which is made, then it is not possible to give their best. So that's why it should be understandable for the employees or for every members of the organization. Thank you. Next concept we'll do in next class.